Fuck it. Just hit record. Let's go.
We're in.
We're in?
We're in.
Oh, God. Well, how did it even go?
I don't. It was something about like.
No, we talked about. Oh, AIDS. That's right.
Yeah,
AIDS.
AIDS and cancer.
AIDS and cancer.
AIDS and the best type of diseases.
Oh, man. Alcoholism and everything like that.
Kidney failure. Kids
do drugs. Cheat. Murder your parents.
Don't do the free drugs because they don't get you as high and they're probably laced with something.
Yeah. Be careful. Don't buy weed from Asians. Speaking of which, I need to talk about our first sponsor for the day.
Okay.
All right. Well, one of these days, later on in your life, every man has a time when they just can't seem to get it up.
I know I do.
Well, I have the thing for you.
What is it?
Blue M&Ms. When the blue pill just can't work.
Wait, peanut M&Ms?
Oh shit!
Or
Yeah,
almond or crispy, whatever the fuck is in crispy.
No, the
M&Ms.
caramel one, caramel nut.
That's the fucking. Oh my god, that's the grossest one though.
Yeah, well, it's not about actually the taste; it's about results. And sometimes, if you can't, it's either that or you resort to fisting.
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, she was awfully loose. So
she was awfully correct.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, but it was like throwing a hot dog down a wet tunnel.
It's like throwing a hot dog down a town. You're getting a call. He's getting a call.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Nothing much. We're actually recording the podcast. This is our first episode, and you're on it.
From his lover.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead serious. Big time, yeah. We just did our Viagra commercial.
I was going to ask you about Joker and if you had gone Major League off.
No. We can pick up on it this Saturday, though.
I will beat both of y'all's asses in Smash Bros.
How's Sunday good?
Sunday is perfect. Shane says hi, by the way.
What up?
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Sunday is way better. That's actually...
All right. Well, yeah. Well, like I said, we're
podcast.
yeah, we're live. So I'll call you back probably tomorrow. Catch up with you.
Wow, I was the quickest kickoff guest of 2019.
Oh, just wait till we get Robert De Niro. All right, later. Oh, this episode's going so well.
This is fantastic. This is the best. This is
We've already had our first guest.
This is the best shit ever. Like, we donate to the do we have a Kickstarter? Donate to the Kickstarter,
subscribe.
the Cash App,
Yeah.
Patreon.
The highest donation gets the fucking next guest spot.
I might put my titties out. Who knows?
Oh my god! You don't want to see these.
Brown
I think
nipple.
you're ready for this jelly.
Hashtag brown nipples only.
Ooh,
It's the best kind.
I'll take the pink kind too.
Do we?
I have no limit. I don't go to a buffet just to eat one thing.
We're exclusive.
Well,
It's brown nipples only on the pic.
well, it's his podcast. So
Brown
essentially
nipples
he can-
only. It's ours. It's a group effort.
All right.
It's
Oh.
it's our
Oh,
podcast.
good. All right. Well, yeah. No.
But brown nipples only
We
though.
take the white
Like-
meat and the black meat.
Brown. Don't send me any pink nipples. Brown nipples only.
Well, you know what? Send all
It's-
the nipples to me, and I will
You can forward them to
delegate
him.
them.
I'll forward.
It's a group.
We'll distribute them out.
We'll handle it like Valentine's Day in elementary school.
Oh.
You have to. Yeah, everyone has to have shared nipples.
So
For the
nobody
whole class,
nobody
or
feels
nobody
like
gets nipples.
all nipples matter. Can,
Nipple
can,
lives matter.
can we talk about what we came here to talk about?
What the man? Look, I got an entire. When you first came up with the idea for the podcast, I opened up an entire Google Chrome page, and I was following like CNN, Fox News, IGN.
To see-
I even went on to Kotaku.
To see what not to do.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, look at all these news stories. And you're like, and then you hit me up with you know that people are complaining about fucking character. I'm like, Notre Dame just burned.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, we can. They're gonna go raid some third world country for the rest of the wood to rebuild it anyway. They'll be fine.
Well, I mean, that's what they usually do anyway.
Yeah,
Third
it
world
is.
boys, bodies were found.
They're gonna go.
there.
They're gonna go back to Haiti
Oh.
and try that like 18th century style again. Haiti and Jamaica. They're gonna go back.
Haitian Notre Dame.
Right. No. Oh my God.
Once the Vatican, I wonder what happens if the Vatican gets like a soccer team with all their cheerleaders.
There's not going to be any cheerleaders. It's just going to be old men.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say they're gonna do
It's going to be
work.
all old men.
It's just another way for them to make money and have boys. Dressed up in scantily clad things. Speaking of our second sponsor,
Oh my God.
Inside.
Big ups to N Hentai for doing the Lord's work.
Shout out to Hentai Haven, rest in peace.
Rip F to pay respects to Hentai Haven.
All right, fuck it. Let's start on something, or else we'll be here all night.
Okay, we don't.
Sound like a couple of jerk offs standing around in the store.
We didn't want to be like too political, but like people are mad at Mortal Kombat 11's Jax ending.
I haven't actually played it.
So in his arcade mode ending, he uses a piece of what's called a time stone. Copyright infringement on Marvel, sure. But like he uses a piece of a time stone to go back and stop the transatlantic slave trade. Shut the fuck up. To stop the transatlantic slave trade, and a couple of people are saying that that's racist, that's an agenda, this game's too political, and all types of like. One dude even made a video. I'm not gonna give his name. Fuck that guy. He doesn't get any clout. But he made a video saying that it promoted white genocide. Like that's like the buzzword for like alt-righters and white supremacists. Like shit's wild.
Oh, I know what white genocide is.
I wish I knew.
Whenever there's a cruise ship that crashes and drowns, that's called white genocide.
Titanic was white genocide.
Oh yeah, because I mean, technically speaking, whites don't really count. But anyway.
Yeah, we weren't on that ship.
Oh yeah, no,
We weren't allowed. We weren't allowed. All the Irish people were at the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, dog.
It's been a minute since I saw that shit movie.
The potato niggas.
Yeah, boy.
They were at the bottom of that shit.
Shout outs to whiskey, man.
Shout out to Guinness. Shout out Hennessy.
Innocent, man.
Green.
Conor
The
McGregor
color
got
green.
your ass whooped, but I mean, I like your shit, man.
But my only real issue with it is like, how many World War II movies and games are there? Right, where you see various Jewish people or people of Jewish descent killing Germans.
Right.
And Germans never cry. This is about German genocide.
Yeah.
Or you
Genocide?
or you shut up. Shut up. I misspoke. There's no real racism. No real racism out here.
Oh
but,
no. Oh yeah, our fucking podcast name is the Black Plague.
The Black Plague because it's we're black, and that's the only thing you need to know.
Yeah. Social security number 123 help. No, there's sort of a really stupid thing that goes on, and I blame Twitter. Because it gave idiots a voice.
This is true.
Unfiltered. And so, like, Wolfenstein 3D was for the PC back in the day, and your whole shit was about killing German soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was some German eating his screw in the morning that was just like, this is terrible. But, I mean, no one gives a shit.
Right.
The problem is that when people start talking about this in mass numbers, it makes it look like it actually matters.
Right, like it's the thing, and somebody needs to put a stop to it.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, it's Mortal Kombat.
It's a game for one.
Yeah, and
like,
not to mention, like, since when has stopping like the transatlantic slave trade
been a bad thing?
Yeah, it's like you're admitting to a lot more than I think you might
Right.
want to be, associating yourself with.
Right.
It's like people who go about talking about like promoting lolly stuff.
Yep.
It's like, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, sure, they have a right to draw it and they can enjoy it, but when you come out and say that you enjoy it, you might be.
You're admitting a lot more. It's layered.
Oh yeah,
like,
there's a few slices on that sandwich that you might not want to be. Nobody wants to eat. That might be past its expiration date.
My thing is just, as far as like gaming in general is concerned, like with the third wave feminists and centrists and people that don't really want to like attack an issue, just want everybody to get along, happy go lucky, just pick pick a better hill to die on.
Yeah, there's something funny about being a centrist, like, because you have the extremes, right, there on the far end.
Right.
Any issue.
Yeah.
And then you have the more moderate people, but may still lean more towards one way or the other.
Yep.
You have the pure centrists, these guys who don't have, like, any place to call home.
Nope.
The problem is that once people start shooting, centrists are the first motherfuckers getting hit because they're right in the middle of both sides.
Yep.
So, you might want to just, you don't have to make it like wear a t-shirt or start some fucking, or like commit a Columbine in the name of Jack. But,
right.
You gotta make like
some type of decision.
Yeah, dude. Just it's fucking Mortal Kombat. I was more pissed off about the fact that they got my girl Jade wearing a fucking hijab or some shit.
Yeah, because I specifically remember her being dark.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was pissed. It's odd.
No,
it's an odd change.
It's an odd change because I understand they want to get away from the bikini ninja.
Yeah.
The bikini titty ninja.
Yeah.
I'm okay with bikini titty ninja, just for the record. But I'm cool also with a more smarter or a cooler looking design. The thing is that she doesn't look cool. She looks like she's wearing like 3 different snuggies.
Yeah.
And a fucking pole.
If Mortal Kombat had an actual time, like an actual era that it was set in, then like the outfit would make a bit more sense to me.
Right.
I don't know, man. It was just an odd change. I mean, her classic outfit is in the game, but like the default one that you see in story mode, it was just odd.
Yeah, I've been actually. It's weird. I saw you actually shared a tweet earlier about how they're going to address like issues about difficulty or something.
Yeah,
or grinding.
Because this generation's full of a bunch of pansies.
I mean, how is the grinding in the game? Because you've already started playing.
Yeah.
So how is the grind so far?
It's about as grindy as any game released post 2010. Like, there's in-game currency, but it's way slower to earn than if you just spent actual money and got it. But like a lot of the content, for the most part, and I hate when companies do this, like it's not locked behind a paywall, like you can earn it in the game.
Yeah.
But it's a lot quicker to actually buy it.
Yeah. It's not even like they're being subtle about it. It's like, sure, you can spend 12 hours of your life trying to get 1/4 of the amount that you need in order to get this one piece of a 3-piece outfit. Or you just pay just $5 and
we'll unlock everything for this one character. And that's,
is your time valuable?
Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen. Because I mean, like right now, people are complaining about it. There's like, oh, we want content, and then they give you content, but they either make you work, in my opinion, way too hard for it, or they charge way too much for what the content is.
You can't just release a game now.
No,
and have the game
be complete.
Unless your name is, I guess,
Persona.
Yeah, I mean, hell, they gave you the
everything
voice acting for free.
Yep.
That was a free extra.
Yep.
You could download and get some extra personas, but I mean, part of the fun with Persona was to
mix and match.
I couldn't even beat the final boss until I got the right one with the you take the last hit and slide with 1 HP.
Yep.
I was getting my ass kicked.
There is only Black Frost, by the way. That's the only Persona that matters. It's so broken. It's so good. I did. That was like one of the first ones that I looked up a recipe for to just actually make.
Yeah, I didn't really look too much for recipes. I just kind of was tinkering around and just douching around. I was more trying to get the royal flush, get all the girls for Valentine's Day. That is my only goal for any Persona.
Your harem?
Yeah, and so if the next one in the royal, if I can play as a female protagonist and still get the female. And hell, the dudes too, fuck it.
But
I just want
everybody.
I just want to have a Persona orgy.
I want to have as much fuck as possible, as humanly possible.
But then they'll bitch about that too. So.
But her outfit, it's so scandalous.
By golly, she's wearing. Okay, so we got it on screen. I guess you can edit it in.
Yeah, I'll edit it into the video for you guys to see.
She's wearing a. Mom says hello. High heel boots that go up to the thigh. She's showing like what the fuck?
Leotard.
Oh yeah, shout out to Hungry Box.
Shut the fuck up.
I got them crabs, my guy.
Big crabs.
Woo boy, goddamn, Melee is dead. Okay, so she's got a little, I guess a little cleavage. Can't really tell.
It's like she has boobs. She's like 17, 18. She has people have titties. Like
it's not like she's even being sexualized.
She's a gymnast. she's a gymnast.
Gymnastics is way more sexual than this costume.
Right, like she has a gymnast leotard on, a bolero jacket, a bolero peacoat. Actually, that is drip.
That looks real leather.
Your favorite protagonist could never. But like, she has a bolero peacoat and thigh-high boots, and of course, all of the woke women, quote unquote woke women on Twitter, lost their collective shit.
I wish they would just go back to sleep. Honestly, they're not exactly helping anybody with their wokeness. It's like label yourself as I'm awake,
right?
In order to make a difference,
or just being different for the sake of being different. Once again, that goes back to my original point: pick a better hill to die on.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's nothing. First of all, there's nothing sexual about the outfit. It's a gymnast outfit. That's what like every woman that goes to the Olympics wears.
And by the way, did they not see what the blonde is wearing?
Yeah, Panther.
Yes.
Like it's a skin. That is more or less sexual.
Yeah. Yeah, that one leans a little more towards something you would probably want to fight for, but they were probably pretty quiet. I don't know the news articles back in the day, because most of the time when you see these kinds of things and you just go, oh.
Okay, cool. All right, it's like, oh, okay, great. Like a woman protagonist. All right, neat.
Yeah.
We are adults.
Oh.
We're okay with that.
Oh, we're barely making it now. I mean, Sony doesn't think we can handle anything
at all.
For fuck's sake, they actually pushed one of my favorite series is Sinner on Conqueror.
Yeah.
And
enjoy that. Enjoy those edits.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna be oh yeah. As a matter of fact, here's a little brief pause for you. There you go. Like I understand like how uncomfortable people can get, and I think it comes from like a real like actual place. Like of wanting not to put children in danger by showing them images that may like cause terrible thoughts or
But
it's like anime titty ninjas have done less harm to people than the Catholic Church, and yet we still allow that shit.
Than fucking drugs.
I mean, for fuck's sake, you can't even bring your kid to a public school because the teacher, either a man or a woman, will fucking rape them. And if they don't rape them, they'll teach them a bunch of bullshit history. So, hey.
And my whole thing with like the censorship is like, at some point, sooner or later in their lifetime, they're gonna get exposed to it, and you're gonna be okay with that.
Oh yeah.
You have no choice as a parent, caretaker, overseer, whatever, but to be okay with that because it's a part of life.
Well,
but don't ruin something for everyone because a small group may not like it.
A small group may not like it,
especially when it comes to games, because like
you're
parents,
the art form.
Right? Parents have to buy these games for their kids. If you don't want them to play it, don't fucking buy it.
Right.
Just like Okubo said, I'm not changing shit in Soul Calibur 6 just because y'all don't agree with it. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to buy it.
Right.
I'm still going to make my money. I'm still going to put out my vision for what I want this series to be.
And you put out a great game.
And you put out a fantastic game.
Best fucking games of the last year.
It is.
And, it actually kind of leads into something else I wanted to talk about, which was the UK porn ban. Now,
boy.
Did you look into this?
I did.
Okay, so just for the listeners, for their sake, I guess I should explain. So the United Kingdom has passed a resolution that will
Article 13. Isn't it?
Yeah, they're going to be pushing for a actual porn ban. Now, they're not necessarily making porn illegal. They're making it tougher for people underage to do it. And here's how it works. The websites that, by the way, the people that are going to be running this algorithm also own Pornhub, so, shout out to Pornhub.
Pornhub the GOAT.
Yeah. They're going to require you to make your birth date or enter your birth date. And you would think, well, they already, so much that's already do that, and there already exists. These things already exist, right? Wrong. It gets deeper, my friends. So much deeper. Because they are going to require you to enter your credit card information, or your passport information, or your driver's license information to access the website.
It's going to be a whole bunch of married couples that have issues because of that, because they're already taking credit cards to buy DLC in Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Can't imagine how the porn's gonna be affected.
I mean, we can't even like do shit that we actually have to do, like actually do our like taxes and have credit without those credit bureaus getting hacked.
Mm-hmm.
We can't even share shit on Facebook without our information being sold.
Exactly.
Now you want me to actually put my fucking thing in just so that I can watch to just jerk off?
So I can just get a nut. Like you're paying debit to jack off, John.
I mean, it's
You're
like
paying debit to jack off.
no, porn is like air. It should be free for everyone.
Free for everybody.
I don't care if your 12-year-old kid goes online and has been watching Naruto and then fucking accidentally stumbles on hentai or fucking hentai heaven or hentai haven's gone, rest in peace.
Rip.
Or any of the hentai sites.
Like we
And
did.
he finds out that he likes Futanari.
Like we did when we were younger.
Right. I mean, it's like your kid's gonna like big titty dick girls.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
That's your child now.
That's poor parenting.
Traps
honestly.
aren't gay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Right.
They are.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Traps are pretty fucking gay.
Yeah. Oh, please, by all means. Oh, yeah. Tell them the truth.
Like it's okay.
Subliminal.
It's
Subliminal shit.
2019. We're okay with homosexuality. We don't mind. But traps are fucking gay, dog.
Oh yeah. Just side note too. You can like fat girls without calling them dick to try and save your pitiful ego.
Exactly.
You can just.
I like thick girls. I like fat girls. I like girls. I
Yeah,
like girls that like me.
Yeah, that's pretty much my only limitation. Like, will you not murder me and do you shower? Like,
It's real simple.
honestly,
It's
honestly,
really
I mean,
simple.
makeup is a bonus. Makeup is a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, just don't chop me up into pieces and we're good.
And wash your ass.
Wash it. Oh yeah,
We'll
please.
be fine. We'll
I mean,
be A-okay.
Yeah, we have to remind people of that in 2019. But anyway,
Yeah.
porn, banning.
Yeah, like it's
This is
really
the day and
dumb.
age now.
It's a really dumb way to go about like getting some. It comes from a good place. It really does. Like I understand you don't want like
Kids running on to fucking watching Europeans piss on each other.
right. Like I get it. It comes from a good place, but the means, man.
I mean,
because if
but-
it starts with porn,
Yeah.
then what is it? Uncensored music. Certain like searches in Google.
Oh,
Like you can't
yeah.
look shit up anymore because you're not the appropriate age. Like where does it start? Where's the cap?
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
There is no cap. You can't have a cap
Right.
if you're fucking gonna start, because like it always starts with an extreme thing and it fails usually.
It trickles down.
But then they start doing little slow things like Sony trying to ban certain pictures
Yep.
and certain things. Now Kinichiro Takagi has quit Marvelous because they were fucking forcing him to censor Senran Kagura.
Yep.
Dead or Alive is straight up trying to avoid just mentioning tits.
Yeah.
Now.
Core values.
Oh yeah, core values,
Shout-
boys. By
shout-
the way, shout outs to Scorpio for ripping people's faces off.
Shouts out to Mr. Wizard and Evo.
Oh yeah, my guy.
It's like core values, but dismemberment, that's perfectly fine. Anyway.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, I know, but there are people out there who will defend that because sexualization is worse than gore, because gore is you can be so much comedic, man. It's
Oh,
something like,
okay.
I mean,
Nobody's ever made sex jokes ever, I guess.
I don't understand why people have such. Yeah, because you're a cunt. Let me just go ahead and tell you, most of you people are cool that are listening. The reason why I hate most people is because they're cunts, right?
Oh!
They don't understand how stupid and cunty they are, and then they get a Twitter, and they just start tweeting shit.
Yeah, like it's their own personal fucking
Like,
blog, and it
they
kind of
have
is.
the audacity to tell me that I should stop following them because if you don't like their opinions. No, I'm going to follow you so that I can be enraged with you, like I always am.
It's an open forum.
Don't tell me what the fuck to do. First off,
It's an open forum.
if you don't want to be called a cunt for being a cunt, don't be a cunt.
I will never understand why people put their opinions in public places and think that makes them free from backlash. Like, it's especially on Twitter. Like I said, it's an open forum. People are gonna see your shit. They're gonna reply. If they don't like it, then they'll unfollow you. You don't get to dictate how people receive your information. All you can do is put it out there.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, if they disagree, cool. Let them disagree.
I don't even understand why people respond to some of this shit. Like
Because they feel the need to be right, to
yeah.
be correct
Yeah.
in anything they say, no matter how objectively wrong it is.
And you're so
Just,
don't even know how
just
wrong
all the fucking time. Like you're never right.
You listening right now.
Ever.
You're never right. Your parents were right.
They
You
were wrong.
fucked up, Bobby.
They were wrong. 9 months before your birth, they were absolutely fucking wrong.
Honestly, I mean, if he
They
pulled
were incorrect.
out, we could have saved so many trees.
So many trees,
So
so much
air could have been
water.
saved.
Do you ever think
And
about
yet
that?
You
Like,
ungrateful sack of shit.
There's a timeline where you don't exist and everything is perfect. Like the bees are frolicking. We have way more money. We're not in debt as a country. That's your fault because your parents wanted to like tongue box each other one night, and that led to them bumping uglies.
You are so
And now you're here
fucking fat. Thanos had to snap twice,
4 times.
like 6 times.
He had 13 Infinity Gauntlets.
My God, he had the fucking Infinity shoes. He had to click them bitches like 3 times, like Dorothy. And he said, "There's no more of this cunt. There's no more of this cunt."
What just happened?
Oh, are
What
we
just
still recording? Are we live?
what just happened?
What?
We're live.
Oh, we're still doing
We're
this.
still doing this. Where did we go? Where did this conversation go?
You know, I think we canceled it just like everyone wants to cancel everything else that sucks.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel culture.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
the
had,
hashtag now.
I was ready to rant. I really was,
Yeah.
but like I just want to be quick with this one. You can't cancel things.
Yeah.
One, you can't cancel things just because you don't like them. That's not how anything in this world works.
True.
2, a lot of y'all only want to cancel someone when you see them doing good for themselves. Like Brother Nature. Dude tweeted out Tyler the Creator lyrics 9 years ago. And people pulled that up once he started like making money, being an advocate for wildlife conservation, all of this shit. Where was this energy for people who were actively doing shit while they were famous?
I don't know.
That's all I wanted. Can we just like stop? Oh man, this dude, he said something that I don't necessarily agree with.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
He said something. Well, you know what? Get in the time machine and ask him for an
Cancelled.
apology 3 years ago then.
Canceled.
Because I don't apologize for shit. I don't know how long these podcasts are gonna last, but anything I say on here, you take my word.
Yeah, I meant that.
Oh yeah, go ahead, just
I
take me
meant
at my
that
word.
shit.
And,
Unless
you
it's
know.
obvious that we're joking,
Yeah.
I mean everything that I say on
Oh
here,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. No, I mean like dead serious. Like if I'm running for fucking president one day.
Pull us up.
Oh yeah, just go ahead.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna pull.
I'm not.
Trump on your ass.
I'm not gonna deny shit because I said it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what's the point in denying it? Like,
Yeah, you know, even if I say something now that is like factually wrong, and I come to find out later that it's factually wrong, I'll just be like, yeah, I fucked up.
I fucked up.
But you know,
That's how adulthood works, dude. Like it's as opposed to like you having a viewpoint, it gets proven wrong with facts and evidence, and you just stay there.
You said
Yeah,
we're
bitch.
all cunts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
I meant everyone, including yourself.
like.
You know, I mean, it's
Like if somebody
next
pulled
question.
up some shit from my past, dude, it's like, did you remember when you were 17? Yeah, dude, I was 17.
Oh,
at that point in time,
yeah.
At that point in time, that's exactly who the fuck I was.
God forbid.
People are not static. Decent people are
Yeah.
not static in their beliefs and thoughts. That's
Absolutely.
not how that works
That's not how it
at
works.
all.
And the fact that you have to explain this out to grown ass
To grown people, to adults.
Yes.
Sometimes people that are older than me.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
that
the
shit
thing.
is wild.
That's the thing. It's like, you know, they want to try and say that millennials are all sensitive, little whatever the fuck. It's like, no, sensitive people have always existed.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Like-
remember, but people were in the middle of the street burning Beatles records back
Yeah.
in the day. There was an entire book burning kind of thing going on.
I mean, people just don't let you get away with your bullshit in public anymore.
Right.
Like
it's
nobody. And granted, like this generation is, I wouldn't necessarily say a lot more sensitive, but they're a lot more socially aware. Because
Yeah.
like we don't just accept shit if
Right,
it doesn't
good and
produce
bad.
results, right?
Yeah,
Good
and
and
both in
bad,
the good and the bad. It could be it's double-edged sword.
right?
But you know, I mean, back in the day they burned witches. So I
Yeah,
mean,
back in the day-
I think we still made progress.
Back in the day, you'd also lose your shit if anybody that was mine or Jonathan's skin tone drank from the same water fountain as you, or even came around your block. So let's not play
Yeah,
this
I mean,
fucking
it's
game.
like fucking fluoride in the water, man.
This is coming from like the generation who was dominant religious wise for like hundreds of years, and now that they are approaching the minority, it's a problem.
Dying off.
Right, because they're all dying. And honestly, I cannot wait. I cannot wait till everybody like 60 and older is like dead, out of office.
Quote that shit.
So we can get this shit back on track.
Let's just quote that shit.
So we can get that shit back on fucking track.
Nigga.
Speaking of Thanos, like, even though we said it like 10 minutes ago,
it's time for our Avengers predictions.
my favorite character is Iron Man. I'm calling he's gonna die.
My favorite character was Stan Lee, and I think he's gonna die.
No, he's got a cameo in it, dude. It's fine. He's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a cameo. It's not CGI. It's an actual cameo.
Well, she was good for a while.
R.I.P. Stan Lee, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm sad. I'm gonna go kill myself now.
Well, I actually gotta really take a shit.
It's the first and last episode. I'm gonna die, guys. Good. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming.
Like, I gotta take a shit first, so you know. Yeah. So I got Cap dying. I have Iron Man dying. I think Hulk is not Hulk. Well, no. I think they might go Grey Hulk-esque kind of character, where you have like the mind of a Bruce Banner, but Hulk body.
Like sentient Hulk, or sentient Hulk, basically.
Yeah, I always when I grew up, it was Grey Hulk.
Yeah.
So it was that was always what I used to call him. But he was also kind of thinking like a monster or something.
It was a bunch of weird shit that happened with
but
Hulk,
yeah,
like Crime Boss Hulk or Hulk Grundy. That's what I used to call him.
No, Black Widow's gonna live, unfortunately.
Sadly, she was actually on my death list for this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
Because my thing
Because she does get a solo movie. She is getting a solo.
But it's a prequel though.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Oh.
Like it's basically like before she even met Tony. Like it takes place like that far back.
Please die, bitch.
Right, like
I've been waiting for like 3-6 movies for this shit.
Here's my thing. I believe that it's either gonna be Tony for sure, because like that's just my favorite character. I cannot have a favorite character in a series survive till the end. It's very rare for me.
Oh yeah. Spike Spiegel.
Yeah, like even though it's ambiguous.
Oh yeah.
Spike Spiegel, Neji dies. Spoilers for those of you that for some reason haven't read or seen Naruto, but
yeah,
Neji dies.
What's the main character from Trigun? Didn't he die too?
Vashta Stampede.
Yeah,
did he die? I don't. It's been that long since I've seen it.
Yeah, him and Outlaw Star. I knew he was the Outlaw Star.
Krollo Lucifer was basically written out of the plot, like after he beat Hisoka's ass, like he just never showed back
Right.
up.
Kira dies, but he comes back technically.
Yeah, he kinda like.
Yeah. And part 8 is a mess. We'll have to have a
Part
part 8, like kind of.
Part 8 is a wild. We're gonna have to dedicate an episode to JoJo's. Fuck, I can talk about that shit all day.
Oh yeah.
But like part 8 is fucking wild. It's 83 chapters in, and we still don't know who the main villain is.
Why? Araki is just pushes it.
Just fucking
He's
do
like,
whatever he
if they'll
wants.
take a paraplegic on a horse,
They'll take anything. Like
Jesus Christ.
Literally, the plot of Point 7 is I have to kill the president of the United States because that's what Jesus wanted.
And you know what?
It worked.
That's right.
And it fucking worked.
I think that's okay.
Like
because they're fashionable. And we get goofy.
The man is transcendent.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be nothing like JoJo.
But
again.
ever again.
Like there's, like when we talk about like Stan Lee. Like Stan Lee helped to like familiarize and make like comic book superheroes more, I guess, lifelike.
Yeah.
Or like
relatable.
Yeah, relatable. Araki made manga nuts.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
He redefined what nuts is.
Like that shit is it's literally survived the test of time, and it's a generational phenomenon, especially once that shit started getting dubbed. Now there are people that like, the wave riders, it's like, oh my god, JoJo's trash, I don't see how y'all like it, that are now huge fans of fucking JoJo, and all I see is like RIP Zappelli and shit on their fucking handles, and like,
well, it's like, Star Wars took off, right?
Yeah.
After, because the prequel sure as hell didn't exactly help, like, boost the fan base. But the modern trilogy has done more for it and gotten more people who consider themselves like Star Wars geeks who never would have known a Darth Vader from a hole in the wall.
Right.
Right? So, I mean, like, it's like the popularity of things is kind of like the mass. Once you see enough retweets and something, it makes you go, oh, this is important because a lot of people are talking about it.
Yep.
Even if it's, a bunch of finely dressed gentlemen running a game.
Posing. But back to this kill list.
Right.
Like I'm still calling Tony because that's my favorite character.
Yeah.
Black Widow and or Hawkeye for sure.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else is part
You
of
think
the
Scarlet Witch gonna make it?
She probably will. She has to. She got to get her boyfriend back.
Yeah. You think they're all coming back at the end by the end of this movie? Is this movie gonna be just them getting them back, or is it like, or they're just gonna accept it?
They'll be
they're
back.
Gonna have an entire spin-off universe.
They're gonna be back by the end
Black
of the movie.
Panther's like white.
Because they got shut the fuck up. Like, because they got to wrap this phase up, so everybody has to
And
be
it's
back
not
by
even
the end
this
of the movie.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
The Spider-Man's supposed to be the end of Phase 3.
I thought Black Panther was the end. Oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider Coming From Home
or Far From Home.
Far From Home. Yeah. Fucking Mysterio on there. They said they've seen pictures of Molten Man, Hydro Man. I mean, the Sinister Six is coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure all of the Guardians make it back because one entire team has to survive.
Yes.
Black Widow and Hawkeye, it's not looking good for me because you got to get the Soul Stone back somehow. Like even
and Gamora's got to come back.
And like even if you use the Time Stone,
right,
to like go back to before he got the Soul Stone, so y'all can get it,
right.
Somebody still got to fucking die.
Woo!
So either way it goes, like they're probably gonna sacrifice somebody that they don't have to do a future movie with.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah,
somebody
Hawkeye can go.
Right. So yeah. Hawkeye can go.
Here you go. Okay, here it is. Here's my prediction. Hawkeye, they're about to get the Soul Stone. There's like a scenario where, like, just some scenario where somebody's gonna die.
Right.
Hawkeye's like, oh no. You know?
He sacrifices himself.
And he walks towards, but then Black Widow
runs off the cliff.
And fucking just...
he just runs off the cliff.
And Hawkeye, like, is reaching down like... Oh, that's gonna spike you.
It is. That shit's like, I'm looking at these lines, bro. That shit is high as fuck, dude.
Y'all can take that shit, boy.
But yeah, that's my list. I'm calling Tony, Natasha, and fucking or Hawkeye.
Right.
Because everybody else is like.
Yeah, Thor's
Cap,
already got another movie coming.
I hope Cap dies.
Yeah, me too.
Just for the sake of, it's y'all been teasing this shit since like Winter Soldier.
Right.
Like
Bucky might make it
because you have both of his replacements in the movie.
Yeah, he'll probably actually. I don't know if he's gonna take over, but what if they get Falcon?
It probably will be Falcon. In all honesty,
I mean, they know what happens when you put a black person in a lead role.
Yeah, but fan reception for like the Falcon, Captain Falcon, was not that great in the comics.
But I don't think actual Marvel movie fans read the comics.
They don't.
I don't think they care.
Dude,
I think if you always have more
really
people
don't.
out there
they really
wearing
don't.
dashikis that they bought at a Korean store. When I worked at the movie theater, it was so funny. Every Black Panther was sold out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I have never seen so many hood rats in dashikis before. Like, I just wanted to bring out a map, and I was like, can you point out Uganda? And I was gonna take China, and I was gonna replace it with Uganda, and put China over Uganda and Africa. And I wanted to see how many would actually go for it.
Such an ass.
I know, but it would have been such a great experiment. Because, I bet none of these motherfuckers can even spell the shit. So, they gave these old white Jewish folks money in Disney and thought that they were advancing the culture. Which I think...
Slightly.
Slightly. The thing is, you got a lead superhero movie with a black superhero.
And a majority black cast.
And a majority black cast. Wesley Snipes already broke the black superhero thing.
Right.
He already did that.
Fucking media man.
Yeah. The Shaq and Steel. No, which, by the way, was a Stan Lee character as well.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah.
DC.
There you go.
Even in the 90s, DC movies were trash.
But, it's like, the thing is, when you look, I don't consider Disney movies an act of the culture. I didn't see that as Princess and the Frog either, just as a side note. I thought that was just another little kids movie. Where, it took place in New Orleans and you had the black people were frogs in the movie anyway.
I mean, yeah, yes and no. Because, at the end of the day, that money's still going to Disney, and Disney does have its hand in, the globe.
Yes.
But it's like, hey, at the very least, it's like, hey, they'll come out to see this, so let's make more of it.
Yeah, I mean.
So it's kind of one of those things you kind of have to take the good with the bad. Because.
Well, I mean, it's only going to make more Tyler Perry movies.
No, we'll never. Tyler Perry is the only person that can make Tyler Perry movies.
But
nobody can make Tyler. Of course not, because niggas keep going to see that shit.
That's what I'm saying. We're taking 2 steps forward and 15 steps back.
But we are spending our money on good movies, good black people movies.
Hopefully,
or good movies with black people
like
in them.
Moonlight was good.
Moonlight
12
was
Years
good
a
as
Slave
fuck.
Was a phenomenal movie.
Also good as fuck. Magneto was a slave master. Look that up. You'll get that reference. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Send in all your UPCs for your cereal boxes, kids, and you'll get a color changing spoon if you thought that reference. You'll get a decoder ring in the mail. Get Out.
Get Out was a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, so there are plenty of projects with African Americans at the helm or starring that I think made more of a significant impact and would go towards, like, I guess, advancing the idea. Because the idea is that you can have a role being led in Green Book too. You can have a role being led by African Americans, and they don't have to be CG. You can be in a CG fight. I mean, Creed was a real ass fight.
Yeah,
Creed
that was
was
real.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan, that motherfucker right there. Like, he was the best. He's one of my favorite Marvel villains. Black Panther.
That's a really good villain.
He was like, because he had the wrong way of doing something,
right?
A noble goal,
good intentions, but bad methods.
Yeah, bad methods,
like,
good intentions.
Like I love me a tragic villain.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I really do, and he's like one of the best ones.
It's one of the best ones that they've had. Like same with like Magneto.
Yep.
Like, and not to mention it was played by Ian McKellen, and of course playing across from Patrick Stewart.
Yep.
Professor X. It made you go. They didn't shove it in your face.
They didn't. It was very, and it's always been very subtle. Because like even the original comics were like those characters were modeled, or not modeled, but their ideologies were modeled after Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Right.
And on that note, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy to me that white people can watch those movies and be like, damn, those mutants are getting treated really bad. They should really like tear this shit up and root for Magneto and the evil villains. But won't do that shit for actual niggas.
Oh no.
For actual black folks, just can't get. Oh, that doesn't
like,
happen.
We're real.
That doesn't exist.
We're real. They don't want their shit to actually get tore up. You know how much a fucking Nissan Leaf costs?
Oh my god, your fucking Jetta. Just got some fucking fur dice
with the fucking like little stick family on the back and that little anagram or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
With your initials.
Monogram.
Yeah, all I need is your fucking like I got your license plate, so I can find your address now. I got your initials. You know, I mean, hack your Facebook, and game over, you know?
Right.
All of a sudden, I am now your adopted son.
And you have to take care of me.
Hey, Mom.
Legally.
Mama Sue.
So is there anything else that we didn't cover?
Jesus, I got the list here. 5 Avenger Predictions. Oh, well, if you want to go ahead and wrap it up, I guess we can go over the Easter.
The fucking Easter Bunny fight. I saw it. I did watch it. I'm probably gonna put like that video like to curtail this.
Right.
But I need all mascots and all my favorite holidays to be down for me like that. Easter Bunny was out there laying
Easter Bunny
good hands.
Putting his, like, the work on him,
good
like, on
hands.
It was so good because he was just on the ground, just taking care
wailing
of
on his ass.
Just wailing on him, and that was like, there's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in Florida. Like, there's so much shit since, like, I mean, from Zimmerman to Bunnies, there's so much shit in Florida.
Florida's not a state. It was an alien planet that was shrunk down and sent here as God, what's the word? As exile from its original planet.
It's like an offshoot of it's like Diet Australia.
It really is. Like that shit is fucking
that makes sense down there.
Wild.
Yeah, we got bunny rabbits kicking people's asses out here.
Like imagine if you will, in the theater of your mind, you go on a Sunday Easter egg hunt, right? And everybody's getting eggs, opening them up, getting candy. You find $5, and then there's one egg that you didn't notice, and you crack it open, and it's a fucking uppercut because the Easter Bunny is about to beat your fucking ass.
Sure you can out of an egg?
Out of an egg.
Out of an egg.
On Wake Up.
Woo!
EX.
0 frames.
No frames.
0 frames.
Frame 0. EX Shoryuken. You're on fire.
Oh, that shit just like, and you're just up in the air, just aerial raid.
Oh my god, man.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, no, that's.
I had to leave. I had to leave on that one.
Oh yeah, I think that's. There's 0 frames and 0 things left to say on this particular debut episode of the shit cat. What do we call this thing? Black Plague.
Black Plague.
Oh yeah.
Black because we're black and
and
everybody's gonna catch it. Everybody's gonna listen.
Yeah.
And they're gonna watch it.
We're kind of like Europe.
I
forgot where I was.
No, we're not.
I did have something I was going to say after that.
We're not Europe, though.
But it's like,
we're not.
alcoholism is a funny thing. And speaking of which, our last sponsor...
You got another one?
No, I don't have any more sponsors. As a matter of fact, we don't have any sponsors. So if you want to start sponsoring this video, I can be bought. Very
not
easily.
anymore because it's not 1866 or 1863 rather. It's been over since 1865. You cannot buy us.
Well, things change.
This is very true.
I don't know if you've noticed since 2016.
It's been a wild 3 years.
Backwards.
It's been a wild ass 3 years.
2020 is gonna be fucked up because the Democrats were like, "Fucking, we lost when we put forward an old ass white woman that was about 2 days away from death as our mascot." And now we have this old ass white guy.
And now, like the 2020 elims look like it's a Smash Bros roster. Like there's too many people to vote for. But
I want AOC to get in that.
That's another podcast.
Oh
though.
That's
another one.
Biden's coming up here without the black guy that we liked. Like. We didn't like you, motherfucker. You his friend.
It's like you the homie.
You just came to the party because he needed a ride.
It's like you the homie that brought wings when he bought the pizza. Like we really, you was just there. You were cool by association.
It's like he brought the beer. And
are you bringing him back? Is he coming back?
Is he like behind you somewhere?
Is the black man coming back?
Like we'll wait till he comes back.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna hold off on that.
On that one. Okay. All right.
We're out.
Yeah,
we're fucking out.
I gotta take a shit.
We're